perfect, which is why it comes back every year, Tote, that Patricia does is now on a Black Friday sale price. It celebrates her gorgeous, beautiful leather. We just spent, Patricia, I don't know if you heard, but last hour with Allison Wagner and Beekman 1802. And before the show, we were chatting. She goes, oh, what do you have up after? And I said, Patricia Nash, because we both know you. And she says, oh, I carry a Patricia Nash bag. I still carry this tote. This is the Benvenuto tote. We've got gorgeous colors to choose from. This one is that beautiful tan, which is, honestly, it's my favorite. I love anytime you just see that like almost like natural color of the leather. It gets better and better with time. But I want to go through and show you all the choices because it's the first day that you could pick up on this Benvenuto tote bag at this low price. Normally it's a $250 bag, $249. We're at $174 for all this leather and hardware and detail. You're saving about $74 and it's going to ship to you for free. So look at our like carousel of Benvenuto. I'm going to start with rustic mums right here. We've been seeing that throughout the night. Now you can get it in the gorgeous tote bag. Then you ready to escape? This is one of the new patterns that Patricia recently launched just last year. So you know, wherever you are in the world, whether you can travel or not, you can always have a tropical escape. And then we have the vintage botanical gardens. You get those touches of like English roses and buttery yellows and corals against that tan background of the bag. And then we have tiger. How pretty is this incredible print all on leather with that hardware? What a beautiful compliment. And then we have, so this is our Riot Rust, which really is that classic map print. Next to the tan, this is my second favorite because it gives you that incredible vintage map of Italy all over the bag. Then we have a smoke. And when you head into this choice, you can see too, even the hardware is a little different. This one is going to give you more of a monochromatic look in the smoke. We also have a chocolate, deep, dark chocolate brown. Ooh, 2 dozen in the chocolate. And then here's our olive. It's a really subtle hint of olive, right? It's almost like an olive wash on a dark tan, fewer than 100. And then last but certainly not least, is this just black right here? I think so, yes. This is gonna be your black bag. So smoke is gonna give you more of the tonal hardware. Black is gonna give you contrast with almost like a vintage silver tone. It's A352158. Patricia, you did the tote once perfect. Why fix it?
I know it, right? And you know what? Everybody makes in my office and all my team, they go crazy with me because guess what? I still carry this bag every day, and I designed it 11 years ago. But it is such an amazing bag. I just can't design one better. It's one of those big totes that you want it as an overnighter.
Yep.
You want it as your office. You want it. I put my handbag. I've actually. Literally, Allie, I put my crossbody bag in there.
Oh, sure.
And then I put my computer, all my files, my cosmetic bag, all my things that I bring to and from the office or when I travel. And then I take my crossbody out, right, when I just want to be hands-free and have that smaller bag when I go into a store and such. But this, it just wears beautifully. I love that metal hardware twist lock that I designed.
It's
and
so
that
cool.
came from a trunk show that I went to in Bologna, Italy, where I saw these huge vintage trunks that had that piece of hardware all the way across. And I said, I've got to design that for a tote bag. And so it's great that you don't have this big zip tote bag that's a hassle sometimes. So you still have that secure closure. And then on the back, Allie, if you notice, there's a huge pocket. So when I travel, guess what? That's where my passport goes, my phone goes, my sanitizer, just all my bits and pieces right there, because it's secure, it's mag snap, and it's against my body. And then on the inside, you've got, you still got those elastic pockets. You've got a huge zip pocket on the back side. I know.
Dive on in.
I know.
Oh, Patricia, yes, there's great organization. Don't forget the key leash, but I got to show you the color schemes.
Yes.
I got to give you some updates. Over
Okay,
150 have already been ordered. That special Black Friday sale price, which means it ships to you for free, but you're saving about $74 instead of spending $250. It's $174.30 for a big, gorgeous leather, like fully leather tote. Okay, let's spin the wheel. Rustic Mums right here. I have tan on me. Here's Rustic Mums. There's 6 dozen. Then we have our Tropical Escape. There's only 5 dozen. How about Vintage Botanical Garden? There's 5 dozen. Tiger. There's also 5 dozen. Riot Rust, which is like that signature matte print. There's 1 dozen. That one's beautiful. And then the smoke, where Patricia's even like smoked out on the hardware. 4 dozen, right? Here's your chocolate brown. Ooh, there's 1 dozen in chocolate brown. The olive,
Like
there's
a
fewer than
khaki.
100, which is kind of like a tan with an olive wash. Really subtle, looks vintage. Don't forget, here's the black right here. And then I have the tan on my shoulder. You know, Patricia, what's interesting, when you said that the hardware was modeled after, inspired by a vintage trunk, I never made the connection. I actually have, in our home, we have this trunk that was my husband's grandparents that we now have.
Wow.
Our television sits under it. We use it as part of our decor in our home. But the hardware is just like this on the bag. And when you said that, I thought, oh, that looks just like the trunk. I love how you use these, you know, inspirations from designs and things that you see to bring it in such a beautiful way that then we get to carry with us every day.
Oh, absolutely. You know, that when you look at this leather, that's vegetable tan leather. That's what the Italians and the Westerners, you know, Western frontier would do with their leather. It's vegetable tan, just like it was, drummed in these big drums. And to see it on a big tote bag like that is so beautiful to me. I mean, there's almost 10 square feet of leather in that bag.
All over. Look how eye-catching. The second you walk into a room with this bag, whew, you know, Patricia, I know you know this. There are high-end designers that do like their tote bag, their version of a tote bag, and it's not even leather. And there will be like a 1 in front of that price, right? This is beautiful and really constructed to last a lifetime.
It is. And I also skived down that leather a little bit in this bigger bag, Allie, so it's not heavy. I don't know how much that bag weighs, but it's just a couple pounds, isn't it? It's really lightweight.
Yeah, just a couple.
And then also the drop of the strap. You know, sometimes I know my lady, I get frustrated when the strap is so tight on me, or I have a winter... Yeah, or you have a winter coat on and you can't get it on. So this is a really nice, comfortable drop as well. Not too long, not too big. And then the shape of it, it's pouchy on the bottom. So it will expand when you need it to, or it will relax when you don't need to put a lot in there, which is really, really nice. I'm loving that you're showing this without a thing in it.
Yes, so
because
you can see.
Just really see. Yeah.
Or if I needed to like pack it flat, but it almost like I was showing you to the bottom because like when it gets full, look, it's really, you're gonna fill this bag, right, as much as you need. Or if it's just on days where you're not really sure. Sometimes I come into work and my bag's not full and I leave work and it's like overflowing. And I'm like, what happened? This is the tote bag that you want to carry. Yeah. It is so iconic to Patricia's collection. I'm so glad that we're able to bring it to you at a Black Friday sale price. It was really my first introduction to her bags almost 10 years ago, but she's been designing handbags for quite some time. And this is her collection, bringing us some of the highest quality leather with 250 now spoken for. Oh, I got to give you an update. Okay, so 2 colors are now gone. Oh, okay, chocolate and Riot Rust are gone. Boom and boom. All right, and then here, let's go through so you can see. Here, Caroline will come grab these in just a second. They're gone. Okay, here. I'll rearrange. Here's your smoke. Now, it's no smoke and mirrors, but there's only 3 dozen. Then we have olive, which if you lost the chocolate, this is kind of like a hint of brown, but it's like with an olive wash. Okay, that's olive, 6 dozen. How about then our mums? We've got 5 dozen in the mums. This is our Tropical Escape. There's only 4 dozen. Our vintage Botanical, 3 dozen. How about our tiger? You could be the tiger queen. And then we also have black, and then the tan that I have. Okay, so 2 colors are gone. Almost 300 have already been spoken for. This is a gorgeous tote bag. If you do not have a beautiful leather tote bag that you love, get this home. It's A352-152 Benvenuto. I think I could spend all night on that bag. Oh, Patricia. Okay.